Hey guys, this is Massive YouTube Iceberg Explained Tier 2 Part 1 by Sweguin. Sweguin? Did I do it right again, dude? You never told me. Did I say your name right? You gotta let me know. I have a little bit of announcement when we get into the video, but intro aside, let's hop into the video. Hey, so before I get into the actual reaction of this level tier, I had a little bit of a kind of 7-minute kind of like PSA, but also there's some valuable things I said in there, but I don't want to come off as like, messed up to anyone who requests videos to me, but this just made me think about this. So, watch it if you really want to. If not, just skip over it and just skip to the part of the video where I actually start. Yeah, I guess I'll put a timestamp for y'all if you want to just skip that part. All right, bye. Before we begin, I have a little bit of a message I want to get out there. Also, thank you again, Sweg. I'm just going to call you Sweg for letting me react to the series. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I want to go into a more lighthearted video. Wow, literally this is the second take of me doing this, and I got goosebumps again because I don't think people realize the reality of things with. Let me start it like this. There is this thing called parasocial relationships. I know some people who watch me really want me to get videos out, and in this other take I did, I showed the comment that was talking about not to rush you or anything, but when are you planning to release part 2? And thank you for being really respectful. And they responded, when I said maybe in a few days, I have some stuff to do, and they said, oh, okay, I'll wait. You do you, man. I want to give you guys the reality of things that can literally change overnight. Now, in my own personal reality, because of the way I take care of myself and hold myself, I feel like I don't attract certain energy to me. If you know where I'm going along the lines of the law of attraction. But I want to show you guys something real quick. Trigger warning. Ready again? My roommate, she was almost legit carjacked in real time. And I would like you to use this video to spread that awareness. Literally, it was like 4 people, but not 4 there. It was 2 that tried to carjack her because of a TikTok trend. I don't care what anybody's perspective on this is. She is still shaken up. Me and my brother, we come from a harder, tougher background. More as in like, we're scholars and nerds, but let's just say when we were younger, we had a lot of people test us, and I had a lot of people test my intelligence. And I think a lot of people misrepresented who I was because I was a nerd and very skinny. Let's just say I was the anime kid who really brought anime to life and took martial arts and everything because I wanted to be just as badass as these anime characters. So I want to say something. That's not to, I don't want to like seem like I'm coming off ego or anything. I stepped in the battle because I heard a woman scream. I will do that for anyone. I can't even elaborate on that more. But here's why I'm bringing it to this video. We have lives outside of content creation. At any moment, anything could happen. This could be you. And I'm just saying, depending on the certain energy you put out there in the world, this could be you. This wasn't happening to me personally. This is why I was saying, like, law of attraction and everything. And I kind of feel like I know some reasons on why this may have come to her. But She doesn't hurt anyone. She doesn't step on anyone's toes. She just happened to be a random target. And this was yesterday. And I want you to understand that I'm still pumping out videos day by day with countless of other things that happened in my life without telling the internet anything that has happened. I have a few videos of me like outside in Florida at one point where I was talking about things that were happening, like, and it was like a video at 5 a.m. where I'm trying to explain that a lot of these creators do not share the stuff that is actually going on in their life. And we're creating content for you to get some smiles and happiness, because there's a lot of darkness in the world. Please just learn, right? And this comment was respectful, but please just learn that we have lives. That and I know certain people have a different way of going about being respectful about certain things. Like this person said, okay, you do you, I'll wait. And it's like, yes, I hope you will, because look, like, I don't know, you guys, like, there's so much that's going on in my life that I don't talk about. And I feel like this is a big thing for other creators too. And I feel like it's a message that kind of gets overshadowed and not talked about too much. But personally, the comment did make me feel weird a little bit, because it's like I just started and I have so many other videos planned. It's like I'm not just gonna gun-ho watch the entire series that you recommended for me immediately. And also, I already feel weird about reactions if you personally know me. That's why I say that I don't want to put any like problems on this person or bring any negative energy towards them. It's just that, like, be patient. I will get videos that you guys recommend out if I really deem that I want to watch it. If I reply to you and be like, yo, I got it, I'll check it out, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to follow through with my word. Some things I've even told, I'll make a post saying like, hey, I don't feel like really reacting to this. I feel a little bit wrong about it, because I like reacting and adding my own commentary to things. But a lot of the time it gets in my head, because, reaction content is hated on YouTube. So, and it's also like loved. So it's like I'm in a hard niche, and also simultaneously I've got my own things going on in my life, but simultaneously I want to be a creator because I am a creator. I've done everything. So from dancing to commentary videos to editing videos for people, I've done everything. So it's like I'm just naturally like this, and it's like it hurts sometimes when somebody is not in your path and doesn't understand that. But that's then where the wisdom I have to remind myself of is that not everybody walks this path, so they don't understand. But I feel like bringing awareness to it can help kind of mitigate people going out on the internet and doing this sometimes to creators. Not to say this person was that crazy. I've gotten it crazier before, but that's all I'm saying. And sorry for that serious note. With that, let's just get into the video. Alrighty, here we go.
Iceberg. Today we're going to be doing Tier 2, or as it's titled, the Addict Tier. Tier is actually twice as large as Tier 1, so I'm going to be splitting up into 2 videos. Here's what the original image has to say about people who fit into this tier. To these people, YouTube is their life. Everything here is generally well known in YouTube culture, including popular, weird creators and popular controversies. We already discussed some kind of strange things in the previous video, but almost all the entries in the first tier were pretty recent things like—
It's crazy how I recognize that this is a Meat Canyon animation. That dude has a distinct style of just creepy.
Almost all of them were shit that happened in the past 5 years. I've noticed a big chunk of this tier is drama between creators, so let's get right into it. These are hard to explain. Basically, YouTube poops, often shortened to YTPs, are these videos where people take clips from, well, really anything and contort them and mash them up with whatever the hell they want. They're usually made for the sake of humor, entertainment, shock, confusion, and on some rare occasions, even to form a narrative. The video that started the YouTube poop craze was a video called "I'd Say She's Hot on Her Tail," uploaded by a user named Super Yoshi to a site called Sheezy Art in 2004, and later re-uploaded to YouTube in 2006. It uses clips from the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which many later YouTube poops would take advantage of, along with things like the Mario and Zelda CDI games, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, SpongeBob episodes, Dragon Ball Z, and really anything else people can get their hands on. There's also a subgenre of YouTube poops called YTPMVs, short for YouTube Poop Music Videos, where people would often edit pitch-shifted clips together in order to form music, which is the origin of famous trends like Sparta remixes and You Repost in the Wrong Neighborhood edits. YouTube poops have formed a gigantic subculture on the site that dates back almost as old as YouTube itself, and they just keep getting more and more high effort. I can't imagine YouTube without them.
I feel like YouTube poops like also played a role in a lot of people's editing styles for like I don't want to talk about a creator that just recently passed, but like his editing and also like some people who play like who do the Valorant edits or Apex Legends edits or the meme edits. I feel like a lot of inspiration could have came from those. Even Maxer, I love Maxer's edits, dude. Maxer's computer is definitely on fire, but that's what YouTube poop reminds me of. If like, at least like when I think back to those, I'm like, I wonder if those inspired a lot of these edits. So I remember ASDF movie.
ASDF movie is an animated sketch comedy series produced by Tom Scott, who is also well known for his work on Eddsworld. The first ASDF movie was uploaded to YouTube in 2008, got 68 million views, and since then there's been 14 or 18 episodes, as well as 5 songs, a card game, and a book. The series is well known for its random, rapid-fire style of comedy, as well as its simplistic art style. A little known fact about this series is that it originated from Sheezy Art, the same website that the first YouTube poop came from.
Wow. Dude, I love... Hold on, I gotta pause there. Dude, I love those, man. Everybody do the flop and like... there's a couple, dude. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but... they were good. Those
Google
were
Plus was a social media platform created by, well, Google in 2011 to compete with other sites like Facebook and Twitter. The platform was an attempt to link together all of Google's products, such as Google Drive, Blogger, and YouTube, all into one account. It lasted for 8 years and honestly wasn't Google's greatest move. It had its fair share of controversies and just fundamental flaws that prevented it from being as popular as its competitors. Where Google Plus really gained notoriety and how it related to YouTube was in 2013, when you were forced to make a Google Plus account to comment on YouTube videos. This decision massively changed the YouTube comment section and made it so comments would be ranked according to a mix of relevance, popularity, as well as the commenter's community engagement and reputation, instead of before when it was just, whatever comment gets the most likes gets top comment. Hundreds of thousands of users expressed resentment for this change, including YouTube co-founder Jawed Karim, who I talked about in the last video. In 2015, it was announced that the Google Plus integration would be discontinued. MLG parodies were a trend on YouTube around 2014 to 2015. Also known as montage parodies, they are exactly what they sound like, a parody of gaming montages, which are fast-paced compilations of cool clips in video games.
This is the one. What I seen getting edited with this one was the when it was the streamer Invader V talking about how the animals are leaving, the planet is dying, and then they would put the clips together with this, and people were saying it's incredibly unbelievable how well these two clips go hand in hand. And it's like that one song, the carry me. I don't know the song. I don't know.
Initially only made by esport teams such as, well, MLG, there were also an abundance of poorly made montages with not super remarkable clips made by amateurs. These eventually led into parodies of these montages, with the first montage parody being uploaded as early as 2011 by Jamal. These parodies got super popular in early 2014. They would basically take a game, a separate video, or really anything and make it into a montage, which, now that I think about it, is a pretty similar format to YouTube poops. Maybe you can consider these videos a subgenre.
Dude, you should have said it, bro. Oh, man.
YTPs. These videos featured edits such as hit markers, Doritos, Mountain Dew, Illuminati, Snoop Dogg, Sanic, as well as really loud dubstep and audio clips of kids popping off in video games. A lot of YouTubers that are still popular today got their start making these parodies, such as Pyrocynical, No Fuckers, and Jay Schlatt.
No Fuckers. Yeah, a lot of wow, yeah.
10-hour loops are, again, exactly what they sound like, loops of videos for 10 hours. These started in 2011 when YouTube removed the 15-minute limit for video length, which allowed people to upload videos however long they wanted. This led people to extend popular videos for 10 hours, such as Nyanket or the Wii Shop channel theme. There are also videos like this where there's an extended period of silence interrupted by a certain sound effect. And finally, another famous example of this is Portal Radio Loop 10 hours, where if you go to 5 hours and 19 minutes into the video, then, well, I'll just let you figure that out for yourself.
Wait, hang on.
Where if you go to 5 hours and 19 minutes into the video, then...
We're doing it. Portal radio loop 10 hours. Okay, we're here. Oh, they look at the most replayed part because YouTube has that now. Oh, what is that? Can I show this? Hang on. Nah, y'all have to go. Y'all have. Oh. That is so brilliant, dude. Like, and so weird, dude. Y'all have to just see it. I'm like, it's uploaded on YouTube, so obviously it's safe to put in my video, but I almost just do not want to. Oh my gosh, just go see it for yourself. Oh, I hate that is me, bro. I would so do things like that, dude. Oh my goodness, bro. What the heck, dude?
Well, I'll just let you figure that out for yourself.
What the
Jake Paul is the brother of Logan Paul, who I talked about in the previous video. He's pretty similar in personality, but he's never done anything as abhorrent as using a dead body for clickbait. Although he definitely doesn't have a squeaky clean record either. He was mainly known for doing vlogs, prank videos, and rap music. Not even a week after Logan's Suicide Force debacle, a video surfaced online of Jake Paul saying the N-word. He also came under controversy in 2021 when he faced sexual assault allegations, and in 2018 when he uploaded a video talking about how he lost his virginity to his audience of impressionable children. Jake Paul is now known for being a professional boxer.
I'm so glad I don't know half of what he said about Jake Paul yet. I'm really wrapped up in YouTube, man. I've been watching it forever. I'm so glad I think I don't know about it. Well, no, I guess that wouldn't make sense because even if his target audience is he's marketing to kids, like I would still know if he popped up with people covering that he's done something shitty, but yeah, I'm glad I stayed away from a lot of that. That's crazy. I just heard I feel like years of lore in like 30 seconds. That's crazy, dude. I just watched a video of Sean Strickland talking about influencers and Jake Paul and stuff, and he said, see these men that their target audience is kids, he just finds them so weird. And that's a really good perspective and point that I've never really thought about before. You know, I was always on the bandwagon of like oh, like if they're gonna have a kid audience, like be careful what you put because kids are impressionable, like he just said. But you know, I never thought like their type of like ego and where that comes from to want to market it as kids. Maybe for some of them it's business, but it does make you think what kind of like, you know, person they may be underneath.
Call Me Carson is a YouTuber well known for doing videos of him and his friends playing Minecraft or calling on Discord, as well as being the founder of SMP Live, a private Minecraft server where everyone participating must be streaming, which had over 100 members, many of which later went on to join SMP. He's also the founder of The Lunch Club, which is a YouTube comedy group focused on vlogs and other content of that sort. It was founded in April of 2019 and officially disbanded in November of 2020. While they initially claimed it was because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it was later revealed that Carson had been sexting his fans, many of whom were underage. This made most of the creators there.
It kind of makes my point in the beginning even funnier. You don't truly know people. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna.
Carson had been collaborating with, cut ties with them, along with the.
Wow, dude. It's not hard to just not do that.
Lunch Club. He took an 8-month break and came back to YouTube in August of 2021.
Is he back now? Jesus.
5 Minute Crafts is a YouTube channel created by Russian media publisher The Soul Publishing. The channel specializes in DIY and life hacks, you know, that kind of stuff. The channel is infamous for relying on clickbait to get views on these videos that feature these oftentimes weird, useless, or otherwise dumb life hacks. Like, if your glasses won't stay on your forehead, then just attach a coat hanger to your head. Okay. Despite the constant criticism the channel gets, it's still the 11th most subscribed channel on the platform somehow.
See, I have like a conspiracy about that. It's either YouTube is like, either somehow they're view botting, which YouTube says if you view bot or anything like that, your channel will be completely terminated. It's like sort of a part of the dead internet theory where it's not being created by an actual person, it's being like generated. And now that AI generation's becoming a thing, I wouldn't even be surprised. And then again too, it's 5-minute little short crafts that are marketed towards like kids and stuff. And if the content is harmful or not, I'm not gonna say that it is or not, but you know, maybe someone can make the whole argument about it inflating the internet. I don't know, truly. I don't think it does too much harm, at least for me, because I really think about that. It's never in my algorithm, none of those 5-minute crafts. So I don't know, because, you know, your algorithm's tailored to you, so I don't really see it. I don't really think it causes any problems. But I wonder, you know, what if there was like subliminal messaging throughout those videos? Be crazy. The vegan.
That vegan teacher is a Canadian animal rights activist as well as YouTuber. She uses both her YouTube account as well as her TikTok account to preach and promote veganism through pretty controversial ways. In one instance, she made a TikTok addressed to Tommy Innit, who was 16 at the time, that featured a sexual innuendo. She also uploaded a video in June of 2020 called I Can't Breathe in reference to the last words of George Floyd, who was murdered by police a few weeks earlier. She repurposed the phrase into a vegan-related message, which is very much in poor taste. Her most viewed video is one called Are You Racist, where she talks about how we shouldn't ban slurs and instead should ban cruelty, while also spilling out the N-word next to a doll of a black child. She's also compared the meat-eating industry to the Holocaust.
Wow, bro, she is a G, bro. See, I commend people for having the balls to do some of this stuff, dude.
And has even said it's worse than the Holocaust. So yeah, she's far from the most well-liked YouTuber on the platform.
Wow. Whoa.
On April 3rd, 2018, a shooting occurred at the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno.
That is literally... Wow. Add 9 to that 3 and you got my birthday. That's crazy.
California, wounding 4 people before the perpetrator soon committed suicide. The shooter was 38-year-old Azerbaijani vegan activist Nassim Nafagia Agdam. Her motive for doing this was documented on her website, where she said that YouTube would filter her videos in order to keep them from getting views. And she also claimed that YouTube demonetized all her videos.
Oh. I feel like it's really not that serious. But maybe for some people it is that serious. Because then someone could comment about something that I'm going through and be like, it's not that serious. But Jesus, man, that's, I don't think it's that serious. But you know what's funny? That, I don't want to say anything, actually. I'm going to leave that one where it is.
Imagine Not Commenting is a copy-pasting experiment conducted by a YouTuber named The Spiffing Brit. He uploaded a video about the YouTube algorithm and how content creators like Dream exploit the community tab to drive interactions. He found out that the algorithm favors community posts that have popular search terms in their text. And he tested this by making a couple community posts that included search terms like that, which led YouTube to recommend his community post to even people who had never seen his channel. He also talked about the community poll feature, which is even more broken and overpowered. Under many of these polls, people would comment popular search terms like Minecraft, ASMR, PewDiePie, Fortnite, Markiplier, in an effort to exploit the algorithm so badly that YouTube is forced to fix it.
Wow. Yeah,
21.
The Spiffing Brit is one of the coolest channels on YouTube to me in terms of just the types of content he does. Is super sick. I really, really think his, like, him breaking games and everything and the algorithm and everything is just, it's inspiration. Like, it's, you know, I think in his videos he doesn't want to inspire that, but like sometimes he does want to do a little bit of trolling, and I love it because, you know, if I could figure out the ways to break the algorithm and stuff like that, I would do it for fun and then promote it like that, like how he does it too, or like how he shows it in videos. You know, I guess that's why I do it with spirituality, man. There's just ways to hack your reality. I really, I like that dude. I like his content.
60p videos, also known as 4K, were rolled out to YouTube in 2010. While the default for many uploaders is still 1080p, there are some videos that are dedicated to having footage at these high resolutions. YouTube also has an option for 8K videos, which are so high quality that they don't even run well on, like, anything.
Me Canyon.
Meat Canyon is an animator on YouTube who is best known for doing his parodies of things such as Western cartoons and YouTubers. His videos are often grotesque with elements of body horror and are meant to disgust or disturb the viewer. Despite his videos being what should be fair use, he's gotten a copyright strike by Warner Bros. For his video Wabbit Season, being a parody of Looney Tunes. Meat Canyon began uploading in early 2017 and now has over 4 million subscribers.
Yeah, he's a dope YouTuber too. Oh no, is it, what's his name? Content Cop, yeah, it's iDubbbz.
iDubbbz is a YouTuber who is well known.
What we do is here's go back. That whole thing is, it's just like how ads get in your head, the whole psychology behind what they, you know, what they use ads for, certain colors, certain jingles and everything. So they repetitiously program your mind. And it's crazy how I didn't even hear that much, but you know exactly who it's about to be either associated with, Leafy or iDubbbz.
Known for doing a variety of content. In more recent years, he's known for doing these full-fledged documentaries on people from YouTube and elsewhere on the internet he finds interesting, even making the effort to go all the way to their house to interview them. He's also well known for hosting the recent YouTuber Creator Clash. However, in 2016 and 2017, his channel was most known for the Content Cop series, where he would call out, expose, or just make fun of content creators who either made bad content or just acted like dickheads. He did Content Cops on creators such as Tana Mojo, Keemstar, Leafy's here, and Jake Paul. That video is definitely about Jake Paul, trust me. It was basically an unwritten rule around YouTube Spaces that if you had a content cop done on you, you are fucked. Many of these accounts had a significant drop in subscribers and popularity after they got Content Cop. iDubbbz eventually stopped making the series in 2017, most likely because he thought the format had run stale, which of course didn't stop people from aping what he did.
Yeah.
Rice Gum is a YouTuber and rapper who has...
One person has a good idea, and I'm not going to say non-creative people latch onto it, and they will ape it into the ground. As Sweg said, they ape it.
has over 10 million subscribers.
Rice Gum, oh my god. Rice Gum after iDubbbz is funny.
He's
oh no, I
most well
seen
known for doing
Etika.
diss tracks on YouTubers such as Jake Paul, as well as getting into beef with other YouTubers. He's infamous for showing off his large sum of wealth in the mansion he lives in a lot. He was the subject of a Content Cop, which was disguised as a Jake Paul video in order to not give Rice Gum the satisfaction of having a Content Cop, where he calls him out on many things, such as sexual harassment and lying to both his friends and fans. As of today, he holds 10 million subscribers despite the fact that he hasn't uploaded in over a year.
He doesn't really need to.
A 500 internal server error is a code that websites will send out to you if you try to access their servers while they're down and they don't have a specific reason for why that is. It's a generic code used in all hypertext or HTTP websites, similar to the famous error 404 not found. Some sites will have unique screens for these errors, such as YouTube, who gives you a long code and explains that, sorry, something went wrong. A team of highly trained monkeys has been dispatched to deal with the situation. They also include a funny little image of a chimp.
Oh,
Surreal Entertainment is a similar channel in...
I watched one of his videos. He commented on the video. Yeah, his stuff. This dude or this woman is... Yeah.
Concept to Meat Canyon. It uploads videos that are parodies of existing products or trends that are popular at the time, such as Squid Game, Avengers, or Big Chungus. However, unlike Meat Canyon, Surreal Entertainment uses a style characterized by text-to-speech voices and poor quality 3D models and animations. And the goal is more to just be strange rather than disturbing. The channel began uploading in early 2018 and now has over 1 million subscribers.
YouTuber movies. Like
there have been quite a few movies that have been made by and or about YouTubers. Notable examples include Smosh the Movie by, well, Smosh, The Thinning by Logan Paul, Airplane Mode by Logan Paul and Jake Paul, Kickassia by Nostalgia Critic and the rest of Channel Awesome, Angry Video Game Nerd the Movie by Angry Video Game Nerd, and, of course, the Fred Movie trilogy. Most, if not all, of these movies don't do super well when it comes to credit scores, mostly due to either low budgets or the creators just not knowing a whole lot about films.
Yes! Let's keep it moving. Etika.
Desmond DeBofa, more commonly known as Etika, was a YouTuber and streamer who began content creation in 2012. He rose
Rose to popularity around 2014 as Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS were approaching release due to his over-the-top reaction videos to the character reveal trailers. The most famous example being his reaction to Mewtwo, which even got retweeted by the director of the series, Masahiro Sakurai. He became well known around the internet as the Nintendo Hype Man, often hyping up announcements by Nintendo on his YouTube channel and on his streams. He was also well known for his deep web streams and the time he pretended to break NDA by showing a fake Switch on stream. His content was wildly popular, especially in Nintendo and gaming spaces on YouTube, leading him to becoming one of the most popular streamers on the site. However, in October of 2018, Etika had a mental breakdown after being suspended from Twitter for using the N-word, despite being, black. 2 days later, he uploaded hentai to his YouTube channel in an effort to get suspended. While initially thought to be a hack, it was later confirmed to be intentional. He had a couple more breakdowns, which led to him being detained by the police, which was streamed to his Instagram Live. Instead of showing concern for his mental well-being, a large chunk of his fanbase made fun of him, and in June of 2019, he committed suicide by jumping from the Manhattan Bridge. The death was a tragedy, and many memorials to his legacy have been put up on both YouTube and elsewhere on the internet, as well as in real life, with a memorial on the bridge and a giant 40-foot long memorial in his hometown of Brooklyn, New York.
Gucci Gang is a song written by the rapper Lil Pump, released in August of 2017, with the music video on YouTube being released in October of the same year. The song got really popular, gaining over 1 billion views, not particularly because it was a good song, but I guess because it was funny.
There are a bunch of memes and remixes of it made online, and it was peak comedy in my, sophomore year of
Sorry about that cut, guys.
high school. Nikocado Avocado is a YouTuber who joined in 2013. His content mainly consisted of vlogs about his vegan lifestyle up until 2016, when he made a video called Why I'm No Longer a Vegan YouTuber, citing reasons for his decision as the vegan community being hostile and toxic, as well as health-related concerns. Past that point, his content began to be dominated by these mukbang videos he'd upload, which is a trend in which the uploader eats as much food in one sitting as they possibly can. These mukbangs would just keep getting more and more views, leading him to just keep making more and more of them, which led to his health just keep deteriorating. His videos are also well known for his random, extreme emotional outbursts, where he'd get extremely angry or sad over seemingly nothing, and then go back to normal soon after. He has stated that his personalities in these videos are played up for views, as Nikocado does have history in the performing arts, and he has always admired the idea of playing a villain, according to him.
Oh, that's crazy. And, that gives a lot of perspective to a lot of the, wild things he's done online. Yeah. I feel like a lot of these things, like as I'm walking down memory lane with the Iceberg so far, is, I don't know, it's making me, I'm a deep thinker. I'm not gonna hide that from anyone. If you've watched me long enough, you should know this. And it's just, it's like throwing me down a rabbit hole of so many questions and so many unanswered things that I have just floating around my mind. And it's insane, I wonder what is so, I guess the whole being a vegan YouTuber thing for him was so deeply rooted that that's what he became after. I wonder if anybody even is aware of that origin. That's crazy. I wasn't aware of that. That was his origin. So I wonder if other people know that. And if so, then that, I feel like for me, in a weird way that I can't truly articulate right now, gives a lot of explanation for his mukbang videos. You know what I'm saying? Almost like it affected him that much that even if he says he's playing a character, some things are going to show out through that. And it's like, I'm not here to psychoanalyze a person, and it's, again, he's do what thou wilt, as long as he's not harming anybody. It sucks that he's kind of like harming his own health, but it's like, that's what I mean. He's playing a character, but so the character has to deliberately mess up their health. But if the person that is playing the character dies, well, then the character dies with them. So is it a character to mess up your health? It kind of reminds me of the guy who did the Super Size Me videos, where he ate the extra McDonald's, the overabundance of McDonald's. The whole Super Size Me documentary? Shoot, if you had a health class in 6th, 7th grade, then you know what I'm talking about. Because they showed that video, at least to us, where he like went and basically ate and ruined his health and then had to get back on track, but he absolutely like demolished his health. Hey, you know, whatever, you know.
Despite all of this, that's still his body's fucking up, and it's possibly one of the most depressing stories of a YouTuber doing anything for views.
Yeah, man.
How to Basic is a channel that joined YouTube all the way back in 2011. Being a parody of tutorial channels, they upload videos of seemingly innocuous how-to videos such as how to feed a baby or how to make McDonald's french fries.
The video starts out normal, albeit with a lot of jump cuts and oftentimes no narrations, until you get to the part in the video where he just starts destroying everything, screaming, throwing food and other random objects, and generally just making a huge mess in a very angry way. The man behind the channel is a huge mystery that people have discussed for years. They announced at one point that once they reach 10 million subscribers, they'll do a face reveal. In March of 2018, they hit this goal and uploaded their face reveal video, which started out revealing himself to be Michael from Vsauce. And then it was Max Mofo, and then it was Bean Scene TV. They showcased a lot of different creators in this video, all claiming to be How To Basic, and honestly, the whole thing was a better YouTube Rewind than the one we got. Today, the identity of the man behind the account is still a complete mystery and probably always will be.
Wow. Oh, Cryotic.
Cryotic, often shortened to just Cry, was a content creator who mainly did gaming videos, with some of his most well-known series being games like Undertale and Facade. He gained popularity around—
They said, no, that's not Dream. That's very odd. That just made me think about something.
2012, when he did collaborations with other popular YouTubers, most notably the king of YouTube at the time, PewDiePie. People enjoyed his content for his calm personality and optimistic attitude, which all went down the drain when, you know, he was outed for sexual misconduct. In June of 2020, it was revealed that Cry had been talking inappropriately to over 12.5 female fans, some of which were as young as 15. This was all happening while he was in his 20s and in a relationship. This was all revealed through allegations through many of the fans in question, as well as one which was uncovered through a DeviantArt post from 2012. Cryotic has since left YouTube and probably will never come back ever again. Let's hope this ages well. If you don't know what a Tide Pod is, they're basically these little packets of laundry detergent that in 2017 people thought looked really tasty, so they began eating them, resulting in sickness and possibly even death. Thus began the Tide Pod Challenge, a meme where people would film themselves eating Tide Pods because, I don't know, the internet told them to. This led YouTube to—
See, this is the thing about this dude is that's exactly what happened to my roommate yesterday. Her car was targeted because of a trend of how easy it is to steal a certain make of a car. And we heard from the officers that they do this for clout. They rob the car, record that they did it, and drop it off. There was a guy who told us that essentially there was a guy who told us that they may come back around nighttime. So we stayed up all night. Last night I went to sleep, but they stayed up checking, and then I woke up at 2 a.m. and went to just walk the perimeter to see if anyone came back. So yeah, these challenges, dude. I don't know, man. A lot of these things are making me reflect on what happens to the collective consciousness, dude.
take down a lot of the videos of these people doing this quote-unquote—
I'd rather keep it to do what thou wilt, because that's the extended saying of that literally means like do whatever you want as long as you don't harm others or step on others.
quote challenge to prevent people from promoting and spreading the trend further.
So dumb.
I touched on this briefly in the last episode, but on March 15th, 2019, Australian-born white supremacist Brenton Harrison Tarrant drove to 2 Sunni Muslim mosques in Christchurch, New Zealand. He murdered 51 people and injured 40, being by far the deadliest massacre ever occurred in the nation's history. The tragedy was live-streamed to Facebook by the shooter himself, which was the platform on which he told viewers to subscribe to PewDiePie. This footage became illegal in certain countries like New Zealand and Australia, although there were hundreds or even thousands of re-uploads of the footage to YouTube, which of course is impossible to find on the site now because, you know, YouTube deleted it.
Oh,
Glowing
man.
1000
I
degree
like
knife
these.
videos are just videos of people heating a knife up to temperatures where it literally becomes red hot to cut through certain objects. People say these videos are oddly satisfying and they would get millions of views at the peak of their popularity in late 2016, early 2017. However, people have also criticized the content for being clickbait, which honestly I don't really think it's clickbait because, you know, they're doing exactly what they said in the thumbnail.
What they said in the thumbnail. Yeah. Depending on what they're cutting, I've watched a fair few bit of those videos. So yeah, man, I mean they're kind of cool to me. I kind of like them. It's not every day you can just heat up a knife to 1000 degrees. I don't know if it actually is, with blow torches and just like cut through things. That would be satisfying. That would be oddly satisfying. All right, Sam Pepper.
Sam Pepper is a YouTuber who rose in popularity due to his prank videos where he would walk around in the streets of Britain, pulling various practical jokes on people.
A lot of these were super controversial, such as the fake hand ass pinch prank video, where Sam would go up to women asking for directions only to grab their asses when they weren't paying attention. Another prank Sam did is the killing best friend prank, where he pretended to kidnap two of his friends, only one of whom was in on the joke. He then proceeded to pretend to kill the one who was in on it in order to prank the other one into thinking he had just shot his best friend of 5 years. He released an apology video, but everyone still kind of regards him as a shitty person, although he did admit the best friend thing was just completely staged.
Important videos and instant regret clicking this playlist are two playlists created by El Jolto and Epic Donut Dude, respectively. They're both these large playlists consisting of funny short videos and memes uploaded by other content creators. This playlist got massively popular in 2016.
I heard
being
it in
one
my
of the only
head.
times a playlist has gotten caught in the algorithm like other videos have historically. However, near the end of 2017, the playlist was deleted and re-uploaded by Kieran Caspian. Instant regret clicking on this playlist, on the other hand, is a similar concept and is 10 times the size of important videos, and today has over 1 billion views.
An Old Man's Advice.
An Old Man's Advice and its sequel, Old Man's Advice, were two videos uploaded by Bernard Albertson in 2013 and 2015 respectively. In these videos, he just sits in front of a camera and talks about his life and what he managed to learn and accomplish in his years. He gives advice to younger people on how to discover themselves and find skills and things like that. These videos caught a lot of traction during mid-2020, leading them to both reach 10 million views. Sadly, in the same year, he passed away due to unknown causes, which is possibly why YouTube began recommending it so much at this time. This made the video all the more impactful.
Wow.
Eat Dat Pussy 445, more commonly shortened to EDP 445, was a YouTuber who was
No, man. He said eat that. Oh my gosh, 445. Dude, he sent it.
well known for his rant videos and vlogs, as well as being really obsessed with the Philadelphia Eagles. He was a pretty well-respected YouTuber with an entertaining way of just explaining his day. Some of his most popular videos became memes, such as nearly threw hands with a 13-year-old and nearly shitted myself at school. However, in 2020, it got out that EDP had been messaging minors, planning to meet up with them for sex. Despite this, he stayed on YouTube until the next year. Two YouTubers caught EDP in person using a decoy, Chris Hansen style. Since then, he has yet to be seen on YouTube.
There are some videos on the YouTube Kids app that have to do with popular children's properties, such as Peppa Pig and Frozen. They seem fine at first glance, but when you actually look at the videos, sometimes they contain strange and inappropriate content not suitable for kids.
Yeah.
They have zero educational value and sometimes even feature content that's outright disturbing. This type of content is so common on the platform that it's led to the Elsagate movement named after the main character of Frozen, but more.
Oh, that's in the video. 1 sec. Let's go.
More on that later.
Scare PewDiePie.
Scare PewDiePie was a horror/reality TV show released exclusively for YouTube Red, which is now known as YouTube Premium. In the show, PewDiePie would go through terrifying situations inspired by his favorite horror games. A second season was in production, but was cancelled due to aforementioned controversies, such as him saying the N-word, as well as the subscribe to PewDiePie movement.
Damn, dude.
Tom Scott is an educational YouTuber who teaches about interesting tidbits of information across all subjects, including but not limited to geography, science, technology, and...
He has now stepped away from YouTube, or at least like retired for the time being. But yeah.
history. What's most interesting about his videos is that he films them in random locations in the world, which is unlike most YouTubers who just kind of sit in front of their room or in front of a green screen. In 2020, he uploaded a video called "This Video Has Blank Views." Every time you view this video, the title is completely accurate to the view count. The way he did this was through the use of some code. It's kind of complicated, so I'll just link it in the description. He states that the code will break at some point, but it's been going 2 years strong and it still isn't broken.
Wow.
This Is America is a song and music video released by Donald Glover, also known as Childish Gambino, in 2018. The song talks about gun violence, mass shootings, and systemic racism in the United States. The music video in particular was very popular, gaining over 800 million views and being considered one of the greatest music videos of the 21st century, which is probably in part due to Donald Glover being an actor as well as a musician.
Wild. Oh, Omewrecker?
Omewrecker is a gaming YouTuber who has been on YouTube since all the way back in 2006, and used to frequently collaborate with Vanoss Gaming and his crew, playing mainly multiplayer games. However, he slowly became infamous over his years on YouTube for starting a bunch of drama, like in 2017 when he began arguing with Bryce Games, a former collaborator, because Bryce posted progress videos on his workouts. And Omewrecker claimed he was doing it to fat shame people, when really Om was just jealous. The biggest though was when he accused yjoldinrelvae of talking to a minor, when in reality it was just a setup from other members of the Vanoss crew. YouTube Heroes was a program started by YouTube in 2016, which offered rewards to users who help out YouTube, such as supplying subtitles for videos, moderating comments, or reporting videos that violate the terms of service. The rewards for doing so included a really controversial feature: the ability to mass report videos. YouTube Heroes was possibly one of YouTube's most unanimously disliked decisions, as many thought the mass reporting thing was just completely pointless and that it'd be abused to take down videos that people just personally didn't like. Since then, the program has been rebranded as YouTube Contributors, and the power of contributors has been lessened. Seth Everman is a musician as well as a YouTuber. He's well known.
He also retired too.
For two things, one of which being his videos where he creates music with a keyboard and other random objects, and the other which is being bald. In 2019, Seth Everman commented on the music video for Billie Eilish's Bad Guy. All the comment said was, "I'm the bald guy." It became the first ever YouTube comment to hit 1 million likes, and to this day, it's by no small margin the most liked comment on the site. There's no backstory or anything to this comment, it's just a really good comment.
It's a really good comment. Oh, VTubers. Or VTubers? Wow, we're getting here. We have hit here now. Let's go.
Virtual YouTubers, or VTubers for short, are content creators or streamers that use
Garwa, I think, in the middle. Garwa, something like that.
Motion capture technology to appear to the viewer as an avatar of their choosing. VTubers will often put on a fake personality to suit their avatars, in a manner which has been compared to professional wrestling. The trend originated in the mid-2010s, with Kazuna Ai being the first one to gain mainstream worldwide popularity. Since Kazuna's introduction, thousands more VTubers have spawned, most of which being anime girls, and it's been a mainstream phenomenon on sites like YouTube and Twitch ever since.
Oh, Yandere.
Yandere Simulator is a upcoming action game that started development all the way back in 2014, where you play as a lovesick girl who's obsessed with getting her classmates' attention to the point of killing other girls. The developer, known online as Yandere Dev, sent out demos of the game to popular YouTubers at the time, such as Markiplier and PewDiePie. The game looked promising and would hopefully have a steady development. Except it didn't. The game, which probably should have been out by now, still has yet to be released, with no real release date in sight. Yandere Dev has been shown to be quite the lazy developer, shoving in any excuse he can as for why this Unity-developed game has taken 2 whole US presidential terms to release, such as, "People are sending me too many emails, so I can't make the game." Yandere Dev also isn't great at programming, with many people who are in the field criticizing him for his horribly messy code. He's also very bad at taking criticism or help, often disabling comments or banning people from his Discord, the latter of which happening so often that a trend went around YouTube built for a while of people speedrunning getting banned in the Yandere Simulator server by either criticizing your game or posting about stuff from his cringy past. Even though, you know, he's still cringe. Behind the Meme is a YouTube channel created in 2016.
Dude.
The purpose of the channel was to document the history of memes and trends, and basically be Peter Griffin here to explain the joke. His content has been widely criticized for being low effort, often resorting to plagiarizing off sites like Know Your Meme, and many people even say that when Behind the Meme covers a meme, then that meme is officially dead. He's had parodies poking fun at him, and his comment section's raided, and he's even been doxxed. Eventually, in September of 2018, he began uploading these cryptic vlogs where he said he was losing his drive to create videos, and that he's falling into a severe depression. And then, a couple days later, he took his own life. Or so he thought. As he revealed in
Oh,
a
I was about to say, bro.
video he made a whole day after, he didn't actually kill himself, and it was just a stunt to raise attention for suicide and bullying, and totally not a ploy to get attention.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
He hasn't uploaded a video since 2018 because by that point everyone's done with his shit.
yeah. Wow.
The Sidemen are a group of YouTubers consisting of users like KSI, Vicstar, and Bazinga. At one point in 2017, KSI announced on Twitter that he would be leaving the group because he just couldn't stand being around Bazinga. There are a bunch of feuds that took place throughout this war, if you could call it that, such as Deji versus Miniminter, W2S versus KSI, and even some YouTubers who weren't a part of the Sidemen joined in, such as RiceGum and Net Nobody, formerly known as Scott as Minecraft. A lot of these feuds featured many long Twitter threads as well as diss tracks, but eventually, about a month and a half later, the group quelled all the drama and reformed the Sidemen. This led many to believe all the drama was made up for views, which sounds about right.
Yeah, you know, because everywhere at the end of time, that's what I was going to say. Was a lot of, like, if you think about the music industry, they literally do beefs, and then all of a sudden, right after the beef, an album drops, or blah, blah, blah. Like, either way, the formula is there's some sort of drama sells, and then, whoa, somebody's album dropped or sales go up. Come on.
Everywhere at the End of Time is an experimental musical album composed by Leyland Kirby under the alias The Caretaker. The album is 6 hours long and samples a lot of ballroom music, which progressively degrades more and more as the album progresses, getting harder and harder to listen to. The album is meant to simulate and raise awareness for Alzheimer's disease and dementia. It was released over the course of 3 years, 2016 to 2019, and once all 6 stages were done, the full thing is uploaded to YouTube under Kirby's account VVM Test. The album is quite haunting and is regarded as a very accurate portrayal of dementia. In 2020, there was a challenge on TikTok to listen to the entire album in one sitting, leading the album to become an internet meme. There are also hundreds of fan albums on YouTube inspired by the original, some of which with the same goal of documenting dementia, others tackling other mental illnesses, and then some are just memes. Also, there's a fucking Friday Night Funkin' mod, which for some reason was notable enough for them to include on the Wikipedia page.
Oh.
The Momo Challenge was an internet urban legend that spread around in 2018 and early 2019. Basically, the idea was that a user named Momo would go around messaging young, impressionable children to do progressively more violent and self-harming acts, eventually culminating in Momo telling them to kill themselves. It was a worldwide scare in 2018 with many media outlets covering the phenomenon, despite the fact that authorities never actually confirmed any physical harm resulting from this challenge. How it relates to YouTube is that in 2019, Momo began showing up in those weird YouTube
Creepy face goes. There's much more serious things to be worried about, dude. It's crazy that this even was a thing. It just proves to you that anything could literally catch wind on the internet, and anything really in existence could just blow up, right?
YouTube Kids videos I was talking about earlier, which is a bit concerning. Luke the Notable is a YouTuber who became notable for his 100-day series, where he would spend 100 in-game days in a hardcore Minecraft.
This dude got so salty when other people literally started doing the same idea. But, you know, see, that's the tough thing about when ideas happen, right? If I made an idea and then someone made it better, I mean, I'm going to applaud that. Like, hey, I was the originator and I have that to keep in my heart. I don't have to, like, go out of my way to be like, I'm the one that did it. I started it. You didn't start it. Like, no, I'm the originator. Like, but listen, bro, this person did it cooler, better, and did it in their own way. Sometimes it may not be unique, but, and anyways, I want to say that also with the fact that it's so hard to get mad over somebody saying doing an 100-day challenge. Like, cause I think that's what he did. He tried to copyright that, or like, he tried to get like a patent on 100 days, but it's way too generic. Like, so if somebody says, I did a 50-day challenge in this, is he going to go get them? You know, so like, that's what I mean. But also, like, you come up with a good idea and then people are inspired by it. And some people want to just outright copy it. I mean, you can't be mad. That's like the environment you're in. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel.
This series was a massive success, leading him to make 200 days, 300 days, 1,000, etc. This series would become a YouTube trend, with many channels imitating the format. This annoyed Luke, and he attempted to file a trademark for the 100 days format. He's also going into other YouTubers' DMs and threatening to take legal action if anyone dared make content that resembled his. This is obviously met with some huge
He said, did he not remember what happened to the Fine Bros when they tried to trademark reacting?
Backlash from the YouTube community, as people thought he didn't really have the right to copyright a video format, especially since it would lead to a slippery slope of people copyrighting basically anything they wanted on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hell, if Mish Cause saw all the people making Iceberg videos after his Mario 64 Iceberg explained, you wouldn't even be watching this video right now.
Yeah.
Eventually, Luke noticed the error of his ways and published a full public apology, saying that basically his ego had gotten the better of him. This event has been compared to the React World fiasco of a few years prior, but I'll get to that later.
Change the
Channel
channel.
Awesome, also known as That Guy with the Glasses, was a media production company consisting of multiple YouTubers such as the Nostalgia Critic, Linkara, Angry Joe, and Guru Larry.
Angry
It was
Joe.
founded in 2008, and members of the company would often cross over and collaborate with each other. The company was mildly successful until 2018 when a Google Doc was created called Not So Awesome. This document by former Channel Awesome members included allegations of sexual harassment as well as flat-out poor management, with most of the problems stemming from the CEO, Mike Machad. This caused almost the entirety of Channel Awesome to leave, only leaving the Nostalgia Critic, Cinema Snob, and Guru Larry, who really only stayed because he thought it was funny.
Wow.
Nostalgia Critic's The Wall refers to a review/parody of the film of the same name, created by the rock band Pink Floyd. Instead of being a straightforward review of the movie like Nostalgia Critic's other videos, he opted to instead completely parody it and make it into a musical, much like the original film. The video and subsequent album release were universally panned by, like, everyone, not because he was criticizing a popular piece of media, but because it was just really unfunny. The singing and the visuals were cringy, and the criticisms he posed in the original film were incredibly shallow and just dumb.
Yeah. Oh no.
Onision.
Oh man, Onision, dude. Didn't he just cover him in the last video? I think I put him on the thumbnail. Oh boy, we're about to get into Onision. Here we go.
Is one of the most controversial YouTubers on the platform. He had his main channel where he would post sketches and stuff like that, the most popular of which being his I'm a Banana song, and several other channels where he would post his views on controversial topics. Onision is one of those people that has had so many controversies and scandals that it'd be impossible for me to fully explain here, but I'll just run through a couple big ones. In 2009, he uploaded a video criticizing meat eaters, calling them murderers, which eventually was deleted due to backlash. In 2010, he harassed shaytards for saying he would have his newest son circumcised. In 2011, he used his girlfriend at the time having an episode of memory loss for clickbait. In 2012, in response to an allegation that he had raped somebody, he said that she had been with more than 20 people before him, making her a slut and incapable of being raped. In 2013, he killed his pet tortoise and refused to take responsibility for it. In 2018, he made videos cutting down trees that are supposed to be protected wildlife. In 2019, he caught the attention of Chris fucking Hansen, who began a long-ass investigation into him, discovering his history of abuse towards his ex-girlfriends as well as grooming of underage girls.
Dude. Sometimes the wrong people. I can't say the wrong, man. Maybe it's what you wanted. Some people are made famous or made popular or well known. And it goes back to, again, what I was kind of trying to get at, the parasocial relationships thing, dude. People's lives go on. People have separate lives from this content creation, and sometimes they bring it together. And when their personal life is not well taken care of, they end up projecting it into the content that they create. Especially someone who talks about topics. Jesus, dude. Wow. Wow.
Also in 2019, his Patreon got shut down, leading to him having a total meltdown. In January of 2020, Chris went to Onision's house to get his side of the story, which led him to call the police on Chris Hansen. And then 2 days later, it got discovered that his 2-year-old daughter fell out of a second-story window, fracturing her skull due to his negligence. And all of this is only, well, the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this guy.
Oh, okay.
In 2014,
Wow.
popular YouTubers Ethan and Ela Klein, also known as H3H3 Productions, made a video ridiculing the song ABCDEFG by Allison Gold, mainly focusing on the producer, Patrice Wilson, who was featured heavily in the video.
Patrice is known for making many music videos having to do with young children, most famous of which is Rebecca Black's Friday. In the video, Ethan riffs on Patrice, saying he gives off, in his words, weird pedo vibes. He would go on to make 2 more videos about Patrice reacting to more of his music videos. Patrice remained silent until November of 2017, 2 years after the most recent H3 video on him, where he started a live stream with an ominous countdown, counting down to December 1st. Ethan pulled the countdown up on his podcast, and strange cryptic videos began playing, such as a curtain with someone moving behind it, and cell phone recorded footage of a house, leading Ethan, Ela, and our guest Post Malone to be freaked out. This countdown made a lot of people think this was just some kind of ARG, with many theories spawning around it, but when the countdown ends, it was just a video of Patrice talking about how Ethan's comments have essentially ruined his life, with him losing a lot of money and job offers due to his comments and accusations of pedophilia. He released 2 diss tracks after that, and consequently vanished from the internet, handing off his account to a young girl.
Interesting. That's it on that? Wait, that's it on that? Like, was the dude ever found? Well, I'll say this since I don't really know about that situation. You gotta really be character. That's why I wanted to say that. You gotta be really careful trying to defame. Is that what it is? Defaming someone's character? Because that's what you can like take someone to court for. You gotta be so careful making accusations about a person, like saying like somebody, like, because you know some people that have a lot of influence don't really realize what their words do. And I'm not talking about just number count. I'm just talking about that people, you know, for some people it's actually number count, but for others who actually have an influential aura have to understand this. This is something I take very serious with me, and that's why I try to stay optimistic, and it's all the time. I don't try because it's natural, but like I try to be in the middle because it's like I don't want to ever insinuate someone doing something, right? Everyone should be able to make up their own mind. All that to say, a little bit off trail, but that's to say that I feel like if you have a lot of influence, just straight out claiming someone is a P word or this, that, without any, you know, even if they give you the vibes, like that's such a heavy opinion to make. It's heavy. Some words are just so weighted to people. Like, shoot, I don't even care about the N-word, but look at what happens when somebody who's not black says it. They'll lose all offers and everything over it's just a regular common ass word. I mean, who cares? And a lot of people don't even know the origin of the word, which is funny, but like I said, whatever. And it's just like, you have to use words carefully, or at least give a lot of context to them. So if he's not, you know, the P word or anything like that, then damn, if his life was just ruined over that. The little ARG thing he did is weird, over the top, and I feel like I would do that at times. But yeah, it was strange. The weird cryptic videos and the countdown of like the whole sideways house thing, that was strange.
And that concludes part 1 of tier 2 of the YouTube Iceberg. I actually wrote the script for both part 1 and part 2 of this before I started editing or anything, so that explains why this took a bit long to come out. I was originally going to have it all in one video, but I figured that I should take it slow and release the videos in parts. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in part 2, which should come out sooner rather than later.
Alrighty, brother. Google Fiber. Well, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Much love to Moonlight, and I'll see you for the next part, because this is part 1 of part 2. Yeah, this is tier 2, part 1 of tier 2. Anyways, yeah, all right. See y'all in the next one. Peace.